Hello everyone, Amadorn here, and welcome back to sConstructs. Today, we are looking at roads again, but this time, we're in the Nether. With the release of 1.16, we have a ton of new blocks, we have a ton of new Nether biomes, and, you know, there's so much going on in the Nether that you could almost put down roots and basically stay there. And to do that, you're going to want to be able to get around, and you're going to want to be able to find your way home. So, Nether Roads. They can be pretty simple, like this one right here, where it's really just stairs on either side of the road, marking out where you're going. You could also do something like this, you know? This uses the new blackstone, and it uses the new basalts and some of the crimson stems. And in a crimson biome like this is, you know, it stands out pretty well, and you know, there's hoglins, and you can get around pretty easy. And using some of the new woods and trapdoors and the shroom lights, you can make some new lamps and have a good path. Now keep in mind that this is open, so if you're going to run into things like gas or hoglins, you're going to be vulnerable. You're also you can also change these up, and you know, if you're in a warped biome, you can change these up and put in the warp stems instead of the crimson ones. You know, make it kind of match the biome you're in. If you're in like a basalt delta, you're probably going to want to use more blackstone than basalt, so that the road stands out. And it looks like they're not happy with each other. Oh, there's a fight going on over there. This over here uses a little bit more of the overworld cobblestone in it to kind of spread it out a little bit. You've also got some basalt in there. And I broke up the stairs on the sides with blackstone. And these are crimson planks. A little bit more like an overworld road, but, you know, it gives it a little bit brighter color, and I think that works pretty well. Over here, this could be used, you know, like you're trying to go across a bridge or whatever. Now, all this buttons you hear, this clicking you say, I have blackstone pressure plates on top of this to prevent, spawns on the road. Pressure plates will prevent spawns. These don't. These actually allow spawns, except for the stairs. So there can be spawns on those. And these, I've got sides here. They're a little bit more sturdy. So if you wanted to, you could actually make this like a bridge over a lava lake, like that one. If you really wanted to get kind of fancy, you could replace some of these with note blocks and have a musical tune as you run around. One downside of this is, if anything else, like a hoglin runs across this, he's going to make a whole bunch of clicky noises. But that could be useful if you need some way to know when things are coming at you. Like a hoglin. Blasted hoglins. You know who I'm talking about. Finally, if you really want to, and hey, I'm walking here before I was interrupted. You could, and it's actually probably a really good idea to cover your walkways and your roads while in the Nether, so that things like gas and hoglins. Oh, they're. Okay, so things like gas and hoglins can't attack you while you're running around on your road. Now this I believe is spawnable, but I've used these walls here, and I put in some lighting. And of course, this roof is a little bit taller than it probably needs to be. One thing about this setup, though, I've got these trapdoors here on the sides, so that, like, if you're running around and you see something you want to try to shoot at, there you go. Might also want to put doors every once in a while so that if you do shoot at something, you can go ahead and get the drops from it. Another thing that's kind of cool with this is I've got walls. Yeah, so those little blocks there are walls. And because of the new wall mechanics in 1.16, you could do things like this. This is kind of cool. There's no holes in this. Downside is... Oh. Well, that's unfortunate, Hoglin. The downside of walls like this is if you do something like putting a chest here, does that change it? Okay, that doesn't change it. What about a barrel? Does a barrel do something there? Let's see. Barrel. There we go. If we put a barrel here, does that make them all react? It does. So there are some downsides. So keep that in mind. But you could do things like this. This would be kind of cool. You also couldn't put things on it, because then it's going to do that. But at least it doesn't open the hole. Although, if your friends are smart and they want to get to your stuff, they can look for these and put it back and steal your stuff. There's lots of really cool blocks off of 1.16, and I think you'll enjoy having a whole new slew of options. If you look at Mumbo's videos, he's got a whole flying contraption that builds a bridge through a lava lake, which is really kind of cool. See, he makes noise as he runs across there, but he can't spawn there. Hoglin. So there are a whole bunch of road options I think you'll enjoy. I hope they work out. Tell me down in the description below, or tell me down in the comments below what kinds of roads that you've been building in the Nether, how you've even been enjoying the new blocks. Have you got any new really cool contraptions or structures, and how are you doing with the Hoglins? But that's all the time I've got for this video here. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit the like button down below. If you'd like to see more, hit the subscribe button. And until next time, you guys have a good one. Goodbye.